What autism means to me. This short film is designed to raise awareness of autism and to gain an understanding of what it's like to be autistic. Today's guest speaker is Harry Machin.
Have you got the questions?
I have, mate, don't worry about that. Just have a quick look through, then just put the paper on the side because we don't want you to look too much. We're going to do the intro bit first.
Music. Anyway. Hello, my name's Harry Machin and I have autism. Well, today I'm going to be explaining about myself, what it's like, we'll say, about my autism. Would you like to sit back, relax and basically watch this little miniature film about what I have and why I have autism? Just let me concentrate in this. And I like theatre. When I was about 11 or 12, my mum took me to see a musical called Buddy, the Buddy Holly Story. And then since the Buddy Holly Story, I've sort of liked shows like Jersey Boys, Dreamboats and Petticoats, and the, Commitment.
I don't play the piano, I'm the singer. Let's go for it, yeah? Come on!
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet cove of...
I really enjoy The Commitments. Why? Because it's about Jimmy Rabbit, how he goes about in 1980s Dublin, Ireland, how he sort of sets up a group of his friends to basically bring soul back to Dublin because he doesn't like all of the 80s music that was coming out at the time, which is like Doran or Depeche Mode or Spandau Ballet and everything else. And then so he thinks that soul music is obviously incredible and right for the times.
Who was scared stiff of work and a man from Westmead come along.
Films, well, I just like watching them really. My favourite all-time film's got to be The Road, which The Road is about this man and boy, and it's very quite dark, and I really like the connection, how like the boy and the dad go on this journey to basically get to the coast. And I think it was a book originally by an author by Cormac McCarthy. And I also like space as well, so like Apollo 13 film with Tom Hanks, First Man with Ryan Gosling.
I have to ask you the question, who is your favourite film star? Who would that be?
If you got to ask that, probably Tom Hanks.
Do you like music? What do you like about music?
Well, when I was about little, my mum brought me my first ever Beatles album, which was like in the 60s, should I say. And then I just like music ever since. If you want to ask me what my favourite eras of music are, it's mostly about the 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm not so keen on the 90s or today. I'm more into, should I say, the mods or the 60s at the minute. Like, I used to like the Beatles. The Stones are alright, but like the Small Faces, the Animals, the Kinks, the Who. I like the lyrics and I like the guitars, like the solos, and I like everything else. And so that's why I like music. The reason how I got into Ireland, because as I mentioned earlier, I went to see a production called The Commitments. I've actually picked up the accents just like that really. After that, I've made such good friends, so like Sean Kearns, who played Jim Rabbit's dad, Brian Gilligan, Andrew Linney, and stuff like that. And then when it was my birthday, Sean got me a bag of Irish taters. Now, where Irish taters wouldn't mean a lot to people, well, they're like the equivalent. Do you know when you obviously get the English Walker's crisps in the supermarket, cheese and onion? They're like the equivalent of that. And then after that, I just like Irish taters. And then obviously I like the Irish rugby because I know one of my friends likes the Irish rugby. And so it's quite good really.
You talk to me about learning life skills and where you learn life skills.
Well, as people aren't aren't familiar with this placement, where nobody ever in this universe probably hasn't heard of a placement called Freedom Active, run by Jason Kinch. Well, Freedom Active is actually in a place called Rothley. Now, what I do in Freedom Active is that every Tuesday is where I also sit down with you, Steve, and then I'd also go through, like, obviously lunches, what I'd like to cook. Say, for example, prawns, grits and rice, or say maybe I'd like to cook a baked potato in the microwave sort of thing. With my cooking skills, I think that I'm alright, but it's like if like the cooker was like very hot, sometimes ask people to help me. I think that it's alright, it's 50-50, it's not 100% yet.
Have you ever cooked for your family?
Yes, I should say recently I cooked for them a dish that I'd done for them here. I did prawns, chorizo and rice, and would still have the recipe at home, so yeah. Painting and art skills here, I really like that because they're really relaxed and it sort of helps me, calms me down. On a Tuesday afternoon, we go to swimming called Beaumont Leys, but we'll sometimes go out for like a walk and say like we'll go swimming at Beaumont Leys. I'll do laps, I don't know, up to like 4 laps of 10. And so yeah, so I really like that, and so yeah. And also on life skills, I'm learning guitar as well. I go to a bloke called John in Selby, which basically John teaches me chords like and riffs like the Kinks and stuff like that. And also the reason why I'm here as well is because I would like to hopefully maybe one day get a band. My overall goal in life is to be independent and mature really, and hopefully one day I'll probably be. And also as well, I'd like to probably get a flat somewhere and probably travel somewhere on my own, to probably get myself a girlfriend and probably to be an overall dad maybe one day, and probably have children of my own, so probably little mini Harrys or Edwards probably one day, but who knows. And then my final piece of goal at Dice is probably being a band one day, and hopefully that's where I want to be.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Harry, what does autism mean to you?
I think autism means to me, which is I am unique and basically I'm very much into my music and I just want to say that I'm probably unique, but no other 24-year-old that this world has ever or probably will never ever probably will see probably in this century maybe.
Fantastic, Harry. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Steve. Thank you.